Good morning, I'm Isaiah Jacob. Last night, the Cavs got a win against Sacramento, 132-126. James Harden made his Cleveland debut and dropped 23 points and 8 assists. Jared Allen added 29 points and 10 rebounds, and Donovan Mitchell went for 35. For the Buckeyes, OSU Hoops faces off against second-ranked Michigan at home at 1 p.m. The Buckeyes are a 9.5-point underdog. Tonight, Super Bowl 60 kicks off at 6:30. Mike Vrabel and the New England Patriots face off against Sam Darnold and the Seattle Seahawks. And then last night in college basketball, another court-storming controversy as Duke coach John Shire said he had staff members that got punched in the face as North Carolina fans stormed the court to celebrate a North Carolina upset over fourth-ranked Duke, prompting UNC athletic director Bubba Cunningham to publicly apologize. Breaking sports news when it happens on the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Oh, baby, it's time for On the Money because let's face it, it's more fun that way.
Sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Here's Scotty Vegas and Dave Biddle.
Welcome to On the Money. 97.1 The Fan. I am Dave Biddle, joined by Scotty Vegas, producer Isaiah Jacob at the controls. Welcome to Super Sunday, my friends. Scotty, the betting line has held steady at 4.5 Seahawks. I think it maybe initially went to 5.5, came right back down to 4.5, depending on where you're betting. And I thought there might be some movement, sticking right there at 4.5. How you doing this morning? Where are you leaning as far as the point spread?
I'm on the Seahawks. I really am. And I've felt really strong. I've been building a lot of different parlays over the last week or so, and I keep building in Seahawks money line. So I know that a lot of people want to take the 4.5 or whatever. I'm giving myself a little breathing room and building these parlays with Seattle money line because I'd be surprised if New England wins the game. I feel like the only way New England wins the game is if Sam Darnold makes a couple mistakes. I just think Seattle more talented and the better overall roster. But the thing that I keep coming back to, Dave, is Mike Vrabel is such a good coach. He's so good at finding the loopholes and the motivation for his team. And I feel like this is a Patriots team that's maybe a couple years, maybe a year or two early, right? They were 3-14 last year. Incredible turnaround. They were 80-1 at the start of the year to get to to win the Super Bowl. I just think Seattle's the team. I think that's the side. That's what I'm building. And look, a lot of people love doing prop bets, and we'll get into prop bets, but Seattle's the side I'm on. How about you?
Yeah, same deal. I think Seattle will win and cover, but I do think the Patriots have more than just like a puncher's chance here. You just never know because both teams have excellent defenses. Seattle has the better of the two. And you're right, with Sam Darnold, he's been a great story over the last 2 years. Everybody wrote him off for dead, and now we've seen this with multiple quarterbacks in the NFL, guys that are drafted high, kind of fall out of good graces and come back and have really good careers. So, but yeah, I think you nailed it. I think the path to victory for the Pats is you have to win the turnover battle. I also like for us here in Columbus, Ohio, that there is, and especially if you're an Ohio State fan, not like our friend Justin Schmoose from Columbus, Hollywood Casino in Columbus, big Michigan fan, as we like to say. Other than that, great guy, one of the directors of the sportsbook over there. But if you're seriously, if you're an Ohio State fan, this is awesome. If you really have no vested interest in either one of these teams like I do, like you do, you have Mike Vrabel, the head coach of the Patriots, Travion Henderson, and then you even have Thayer Munford as the sixth man who comes in for jumbo package with the Pats. And then you have Jackson Smith and Jigba. If he's not the best receiver in the NFL, he's a top 3. He's the best this year. There's no doubt about it. So it's just exciting that we have Buckeyes on each side and prominent Buckeyes on each side.
That's a good point. When you get to the Super Bowl and if your team's not in it, generally you're like, okay, what Buckeyes? Whom am I rooting for? And the great thing is we got prominent Buckeyes, right? The head coach of the Patriots is so likable as far as being a former Buckeye. And so that's awesome. And then you've got Jackson Smith and Jigba. So it's not like you got just a Buckeye that's a semi-contributor. No, you've got the offensive player of the year in Jackson Smith and Jigba. And so it'll be fun to see. And I've been kind of looking at some of the prop bets around around Jackson Smith and Jigba. And you look at him, and for him to score a touchdown, it's like minus 105. His receiving yards over under is a huge 93.5. And I've seen it's been ticking up a little bit as we get closer.
It opened at 91.5.
Yeah, and it keeps ticking up.
Because of people like us keep bet. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I don't think well, at least I'm not changing the line with my $10 bets on there.
And then he is the top candidate to be MVP that's not a quarterback.
I love it.
So he's plus 550 to be MVP.
And I understand why Trevion's over-unders are so low. So if you want to get Trevion over-under for rushing yards, it's 18.5. Here's what I really like. Combined receiving rushing yards for Trevion Henderson, 27.5. You're like, well, wait a minute. He only got like 3 touches last game, and they're giving the ball to Ramondre Stevenson. Here's the thing, though. Couple of factors there. I mean, Trevion's been banged up. Now he's had 2 weeks to get healthy. Now, he was banged up before the AFC Championship game, but what else about that AFC Championship game? The Patriots knew it was bad weather. The other team had their backup quarterback and could not move the ball. I think Vrabel decided he was going to lean on Stevenson, more that battering ram. Now, on a faster track, that you're the underdog. You have to go in there because the Patriots were favored against the Broncos, even though they were on the road because Stidham playing quarterback. So I think when you add it all up, I think that's a pretty low number. As we know, that's like one, kind of not even like a home run for Trey. That's one chunk play. You're right there. Even if he gets 20 yards on a run or a reception, you're probably going to win that bet. And 27.5 combined rushing and receiving yards for Trevion. I like that. Again, I understand why it's so low because he's not been getting the ball a lot in the playoffs, but I think they might incorporate him, definitely more than they have so far in the playoffs because he's healthy. You have to go in there with, thinking you got to hit some home runs. He's their best home run hitter when you're the underdog. So I think Josh McDaniels is going to incorporate him more today.
And you think about, too, if you're on the Seahawks, I think that bet makes even more sense because they're going to be from behind. And Drake May probably is going to be struggling a little bit. Where's he going to go? To the check down, to Trevion. I mean, the Seahawks defense is really, really good. All it takes for Trevion is 1-2. We saw it as a Buckeye. I mean, 120-yard catch and he's there. I mean, that's how it goes.
Well, and the thing that I love, too, is Trevion has the opportunity to go national champion to Super Bowl champion, like in back-to-back years. Could you imagine that calendar year? I guess it's a little bit more than a calendar year, but it's 13 months, right? Could you imagine that is, okay, yep, I go a significant contributor in winning a Super Bowl, and I was a key player in the national championship and winning it all. Like, that's incredible to me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, because I don't think any Buckeyes on the 2014 team, because a lot of those guys were like sophomores. That was a sophomore-laden 2014 Ohio State team. And I don't think the guys that were seniors like Michael Bennett or anybody won a Super Bowl the next year. Curtis Grant, some of the guys that were seniors on that team. He might be one of the first, although I thought last week, remember? I mean, Isaiah had told me there was actually, I was thinking Vrabel had a chance to be the first, I was just guessing, the first former Ohio State player to ever be the head coach of the winning team in the Super Bowl. But Isaiah said Baltimore Colts in the early 70s, there was a former Ohio State player who was the head coach of the Super Bowl champion Baltimore Colts. Yeah, I love it. I love it like that. I have no vested interest. I'm just going to do prop bets. So many prop bets. Now, I want to say this about prop bets. Like, as you can see, I'm doing stuff like over, total, receiving and rushing yards combined for Trevion Henderson. I'm not that exotic with my prop bets. About as exotic as I get is like Jason Myers is going to have like the first points of the game at plus 330. Because the Seahawks kick. Here's one thing I'll say: the Seahawks kick a lot of field goals. They go for it the least amount of times on 4th and 1 when they have a relatively short field goal. Mike McDaniels is a get the points. We have the number 1 defense in the NFL. He's a get the points guy. So I like Jason Myers to get the first points, and then I like him to get 10 total points. You can also get plus money on that, a little less, plus 130 for Jason Myers to get 10 points himself.
Well, and this is the sports betting Christmas, right? Like, this is the big day in the sports betting world. $1.76 billion is expected to be bet on the Super Bowl today, and that's legally. $1.76 billion.
I'm including Costa Rica.
It's actually worldwide, including the offshore, including international. It's expected to be about $4 billion bet. Just think about that. What are we at? Like 7 billion humans on Earth or somewhere in that territory. And we're talking about $4 billion bet on the Super Bowl today. And this number kind of surprised me a little bit. And I want you to guess at it. So you obviously have the Super Bowl line, and then you have the Super Bowl props. What percentage of the bets do you believe is on the actual game versus the props? What percentage is the actual spread of the game?
Oh, just the spread. So
Just the spread.
not money line or like over under points. All of that together.
It does include money line. So
money line, but not over under points.
Correct.
I definitely think it's more props. Probably 75-25. What do you think, Isaiah?
Because you got to think everybody that's throwing on the money line or the spread, they're all sprinkling on the props. And then there's also people that are just sprinkling on the props and avoiding that completely. So I'm thinking like 80-20, 85-15.
I would lean, when I said 75-25, you could definitely get me closer to 80 than 70, for example. Let's go 80.
Yeah, so it's actually 60%.
Well, I lied. I could go lower.
Right back to you, Dave. Right back to you.
As I said, I would go closer to 70 than 80. Maybe I didn't say that.
Yeah, 60% of Super Bowl betting is composed of prop bets. And there's all kinds of wild ones out there, right? So we'll go through them throughout the show, but you can get into heads, tails. You can get into specific bets on players, totals, and all that stuff.
And we can bet heads, tails in Ohio, but we can't bet stuff like color of Gatorade. Is that correct?
Correct.
And length of national anthem, because that could be manipulated in theory. Now, is someone really going to, who's already like a millionaire, like really manipulate, or billionaire, like manipulate the length of the national anthem? Probably not, but I understand why they do that.
So speaking of guessing at props, I want to see if you guys can get close to this number. So one of the props that I came across is called the Thick Six. And what the Thick Six is it's got to be a 300-pound or more man scoring a touchdown. Obviously, that means, an offensive lineman catching catching a touchdown pass, or it's, a big lineman running the ball in as far as a defensive touchdown goes.
Like the fridge, that's what I always think of when I think of Super Bowl and big guys scoring is when I was a little kid. And
well, Vrabel's not over 300 pounds.
Vrabel had like multiple touchdowns in Super Bowls. Yeah,
yes,
but he was a svelte outside linebacker.
Yeah, not 300 plus, so it wouldn't count for the Thick Six. But what odds do you think you could get that today there will be a Thick Six touchdown?
I'm presuming, I don't think the Seahawks use it like a battering ram at the goal line. Maybe they do. It's got to be astronomical.
It's not as high as you think.
Okay, so it's not astronomical. We think 10-1, 15-1?
That's what I'm thinking, around 10-1, 12-1. They don't want to give you too much juice on it.
That's true.
It's more than you think.
Oh, it's more than you think.
20-1? 20-1's the one that
25-1?
25.
Higher.
30-1.
30-1.
Wow.
This is a little preview of Scotty Doesn't Know, but this was Dave and Isaiah Don't Know.
Yeah, you really didn't know.
We're going to have two segments of Scotty Doesn't Know in the second hour of the show. So kicking off at about, right around 10:18, and it's going to be all about like the most popular food dishes in the United States at Super Bowl parties. But we're not talking about meals. So I saw some people had like, baby back ribs. That's off the table. Desserts are off the table. So it's basically just think like appetizers.
The meats and the appetizers then.
Yeah,
the
just like
chicken
appetizers.
Wings, the
exactly.
steak.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Steak is not on there.
Sliders.
Pigs in a blanket.
Pigs in a blanket.
I know we got to take a break, but real quick, the only exception to that is like I did include pizza because you can just have a slice of pizza.
Oh, yeah.
As far as like meals, that's the only one that you could consider a meal that I have on there. I guess chicken wings are a meal too if you have like 50 of them.
How
like
many
we like
nachos are consumed? I'm sure that might be on there.
Obviously, there's a huge game today. There's the Super Bowl, and then there's a huge game. Ohio State hosting Michigan in men's basketball. We're going to talk about that next on The Money.
We know everything about you. We know you love the Buckeyes. We know you love the Jackets. We know you're wearing a red shirt. Just freak the hell out of someone. The Fan.
The reason many of us hate insurance companies is because some of them act like bullies. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. I've been dealing with these creatures my whole career. Whether it's a workers' comp claim, an auto accident, or a nursing home or medical mishap, the playbook is often the same: deny and delay. We became the largest injury firm in America for a reason. We fight the bullies. They know who we are, and I know it makes a difference for our clients. Just go to forthepeople.com and see our results and our verdicts after those bullies gave us their final offer. Hiring the wrong firm can be disastrous. Hiring the right firm could substantially increase your settlement. It's easy to get going. Visit forthepeople.com on your phone or computer, or call us on your cell at Pound Law, pound 529. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Forthepeople.com.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
This is Pause Before You Play, and it's time for more game day picks from local sports fans. You're on the air. Who you got?
Actually, I'm not betting, just chilling and watching the game.
I know that move, a pause. Sounds like you've got a winning strategy.
Exactly. After I set limits and recognized the risk, I knew it was time to stop.
Now that is responsible betting, folks. Sports are fast. Betting shouldn't be. Make a plan at pausebeforeyouplay.org. That's pausebeforeyouplay.org.
College is great. You know what else is great? Pizza, which you can buy with your Huntington Bank debit card with the Ohio State University logo. Huntington Bank is proud to be the official consumer bank of the Ohio State University. Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome.
I'm Jay Plyburn, anchor at 10 TV News This Morning. Not long ago, my wife Whitney and I packed up a camper van, hit the road, and spent months exploring national parks and small-town farmers markets, having the adventure of a lifetime. Now my goal is to help you start your day feeling informed and ready for what's ahead. From the impact of state and local decisions to breaking news from Dublin to Delaware, we've got you covered. Because when news moves fast, you need a team that moves with you. Make the move to 10 TV News This Morning, weekdays from 5 to 9, anywhere you watch.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Columbus. Are you hungry? Well, it's a good thing Uber Eats has the best deals at all your favorite local restaurants. Like this great deal at El Vaquero. From now until March 31st, you can get a buy one, get one free quesadilla deal, all on the Uber Eats app. That's good for me, but I need to figure out what everybody else is going to eat. So next time you're craving a great meal, don't overthink it. Just get on the Uber Eats app and save big with a great deal. Order now only on Uber Eats. Terms apply. See app for details.
For the past 100 years, Shriners Children's has become family to over 1.5 million kids.
In tough times and good times, they're there when we need them most.
Please go online right now to loveshriners.org.
Morning Juice is now on YouTube, weekday mornings starting at 6. If you're a fan of Bobby Carpenter, he's ready to attack and dominate. If you're a fan of Jeff Goodoff, drive directly to a hospital. Seriously, the fan.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up. You get early payout on parlays, too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Start the year off moving, not hurting. With joint pain, if it's holding you back, listen up. There's a way to get relief without surgery, no downtime, and without putting your life on pause. Dr. Tesner and the other pros right here at QC Kinetics in Columbus, Ohio, they can deliver regenerative treatments that actually help your body repair areas that are causing you the pain. Those achy hips, knees, shoulders, back, wherever it hurts. And the results, 97% of Cleveland patients report satisfaction with the results. So instead of facing an invasive operation that sidelines you for months, these treatments, they happen right in office and you go about your day. I should know. I've had them. My dad has had them. They feel good and they can deliver life-changing results. Imagine moving around better, being stronger, planning the year you actually want. Do not wait. January is supposed to be a clean slate, so make it yours. So go call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A few light snow showers possible, especially southwest of Columbus, with little accumulation expected. Warm into the mid-20s this afternoon with a mix of clouds and sun. Single-digit lows again Monday morning, but sunshine will bring us right around the freezing mark during the afternoon. And then on Tuesday, more sunshine and more warmth with highs in the mid-40s. I'm meteorologist Mike Joyce on 97.1 The Fan.
Catch the latest from the world of Ohio State athletics. Weeknights at 6 on The Buckeye Show. New special guests in everything scarlet and gray, The Fan. And now back to a show featuring two dudes who've been kicked out of their homes by angry wives. This pretty much sums up every show we have here on The Fan. You're listening to On the Money.
Sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Let's pack the shot today. Huge one, Ohio State, Michigan. You can, of course, hear that right here on The Fan. 1 o'clock tip. Here's the deal. Ohio State's a 10.5-point home underdog in that game, and it's moved up. It started out 9.5. It's now up to 10.5. Michigan, a great team. They are a national championship contender. For sure, they're one of the elite teams in college hoops. They've looked the part. Right. And I'm watching the game the other night and they're playing Penn State. I kind of was settling in, starting to watch hoops on the night. I turn it on and about 8 minutes in, Michigan's already up by 20 points. They end up winning the game by 40 plus over Penn State. And they looked the part, right? They are a absolutely a national championship legit contender. And you've got them coming into the shot today and an opportunity for Ohio State to get that first big-time resume win. Right now, the best win on Ohio State's resume is UCLA, who's also a bubble team. So Michigan coming in. I want to see that shot rocking today, Dave. And 10.5 to me, I kind of like Ohio State with the plus points because I think Ohio State is going to look at this as an opportunity. And I'm watching Duke, North Carolina yesterday, and North Carolina just hung around. They got down early, but they stayed close. They stayed within striking distance. And then what happened? In the last 4 minutes, they caught fire, hit a few outside shots, hit a shot at the buzzer, and pulled the upset against Duke. Maybe Ohio State can take that same formula. Keep it close. Stick around, and pull it off a late win.
And they're expecting a big crowd over there. If you talk to the people at Ohio State, they're thinking at least 16,500, maybe more. Now, there's a decent amount of fans. Definitely not anywhere near 50%. Are there going to be a lot of Michigan fans there? Probably. We know some guys in town that are Michigan fans that are going to be there. So, but the shot, typically, as we all know, not a great atmosphere, but in big games, I've been in there plenty of times where I couldn't hear myself think. And so this will be one of those games. I think Buckeye fans are going to get after it. Ohio State hung with Michigan for most of the game. Michigan pulled away, I don't want to say late in the fourth quarter. It was probably like with about 10 minutes left, not in the fourth quarter, in the second half. About 10 minutes left in the second half, Michigan pulled away on Ann Arbor. Up to then, Ohio State was right with them. So we'll see. You look at the analytics, Scott, they give Ohio State a 26.2% chance of winning this game outright. That's ESPN's Basketball Power Index. That sounds about right to me. And that's not like, Ohio State's got a 2% chance of winning this game. 26.2. Obviously, Michigan's favored and rightfully so. And I'm with you on that 10.5. Even when I saw it at 9.5 this morning, I'm like, I wouldn't pick Ohio State to win, but I think they will cover that because I think, they're going to be motivated. They need just one of these quality wins. Quad one. I just don't call them quality wins. Quad one wins, whether it's Michigan, especially a high quad one, Michigan, Virginia, something like that, and then hold serve. They need at least one, hopefully two. They need to either get Michigan, Virginia, and then win the games they're supposed to win. I think if you're Ohio State, you have a quality win, either Michigan or Virginia or Purdue, whatever it might be, and then you have, let's say you finish 11-9 in the Big Ten. I think that's going to be enough for them barely to get in, but today's huge.
So what floods my mind right now, thinking of big games at the shot and times where Ohio State was a relatively big underdog at the shot. I think back to when Jake DeBoer took over after Chris Holtmann was fired, and they played Purdue at home and pulled off that shocker, right? Like, this was an Ohio State team that had just gotten rid of Chris Holtmann as a coach, and Ohio State goes and they beats Purdue.
Wasn't Bruce out that game too? There was something crazy like that, because we were texting before the game like, oh my gosh, now Bruce is out. It was something like that.
It was one that it like came out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
You just did not expect that to happen. I think back to when Ohio State played Duke, and this was when Chris Holtmann was the coach, when Ohio State played Duke, and Ben Caro was here, and it was a really good Duke team, and Ohio State ended up, again, kind of keeping that same formula of keep it close, keep it close, keep it close, and find a way to get it done. And they won that one. And I think Duke was ranked number 1 at the time. I ended up running on the court during that game. And then I also think back to the Thad Matta era, where you had Ohio State against Illinois, and Matt Sylvester hit the game-winning shot. And that was one where you kind of went into the game thinking, oh, Ohio State, huge underdog, very unlikely to pull off the upset. And then you just stay close. Keep that thing relatively close, and then find a way, because I think that home crowd, if you can keep it close enough with under 6, under 4, under 2 minutes to go, that home crowd will help, pull you on to the victory. And so I'm kind of like those memories of those times where you were a big underdog at home in the shot, and Ohio State was able to pull off the miracle upset. I'm hoping that we see something similar today.
That'd be huge. And, they're starting to get some production from the bench, which I know, low bar, right? Chapman went from averaging like almost nothing to he goes for 11, then 14, and then I believe he went for 10 this last game. So all of a sudden, Chapman's become a solid player off the bench. Now, is this a 3-game aberration, or has he finally turned it on? Because they were always hopeful with him, and it was injuries. And this year he's been healthy, but hasn't been playing much. When he does get in there, was not scoring, bad shooting percentage. He's turned it on the last 3 games. That'd be huge. And then if they get Knoll back, assuming they make the tournament, they could actually have some semblance of a bench.
Yeah. Well, and let's think about this, Dave, because the main question with this Ohio State team is, will they make the NCAA tournament or not this year? And they are so squarely on the bubble, Dave, that right now in the bracket matrix, which takes 110 different bracket projections, 53 have them in. That's literally just about half. Half of them have them in, and if you were to put them all together, they are considered the last team in by most brackets. So it's wild how close this is. If you were, however, to pull off the miracle win today over Michigan, that chance, which right now seems about 50-50 or maybe even a little bit below 50-50, if you were to pull off that upset today, that moves you from, 45 to 50% chance to probably 60 to 65% chance you make it.
And you're almost, if you do get a win like that, especially against a team that's not just quad 1, but at the top of quad 1 or near the top at number 2 in the nation, that would be huge. And then if you just hold serve from there, yeah. You're pretty much a lock. You just can't just then lose to terrible teams and think, oh, we're in because we beat Michigan. Yeah, and it really wouldn't be a miracle win. I look at it again. You look at the metrics: 26.2% chance for Ohio State. That's decent. That's decent. It does feel like it's more like, oh, Ohio State's got a 5% chance today, but they don't. It's better than that.
Yeah, and I keep coming back to, there's a couple different keys in this for this team, right? It's, can you get any production from the bench? And you saw, and you've mentioned it, the Chapman bump that we've seen over the last week or two. And then the other thing is Tilly, right? If Christoph Tilly can have a good game as a big man, then it's a pretty solid Ohio State basketball team. Unfortunately, it's that inconsistency, right? So we saw Tilly really struggle against Wisconsin, and then bounce back, and Davey looks really good against Maryland. So it's just kind of finding a little bit of consistency with this team. And again, they are a 10.5-point underdog today, 1 o'clock in the shot. I hope that shot is rocking today. You know what is rocking? It's Super Bowl Sunday. We're going to take a quick 2-minute timeout, and then we're going to talk about what we're expecting to see as far as the betting world goes in Super Bowl Sunday. This is On the Money.
It's Timmy Hall and Common Man for Hollywood Casino Columbus, and all month long, there's so much money to win.
You can win $1 million instantly, plus every week there's multiple ways to score big Penn Cash prizes.
And new members who sign up for the Penn Play app can win up to $2,026 in Penn Cash.
And you see the brunch items they still have at the Sportsbook
seen 'em.
restaurant? Biscoff stuffed French toast, country Benedict.
Plus, on March 6th, we got Muay Thai and Championship Boxing tickets available on Ticketmaster.
Oh, Muay Thai.
Muay Thai.
Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
I started my first business when I was 12, mowing lawns for about $5 a yard. I learned if you do the job right, people trust you and customers care that you show up and do what you say you're going to do. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of Don's Garage Doors. From garage door repairs to upgrades, we show up, we stand behind every job. We only use the best parts, and spring's guaranteed to last a lifetime. When you care about the people you serve, you work harder and it shows. Call Don's Garage Doors today or schedule online at donsgaragedoors.com.
When it comes to garage doors, no one knows more. My advisor at Plant Moran Wealth Management knows my definition of wealthy: restoring classic cars. You tinker under the hood, put the keys in the ignition, and then the moment of truth. There's nothing like it.
You have your own personal definition of wealthy. Plant Moran Wealth Management knows it takes a personal approach to get you there. Experience the difference with Plant Moran Wealth Management. Book a consultation today.
It's child's play to donate your car, truck, RV, or boat to Ronald McDonald House Charities of Central Ohio. They'll pick it up free of charge, steer you through the paperwork, and a hefty tax deduction rolls your way as you help provide a home away from home for families of seriously ill hospitalized children. For more information about donating your vehicle to Ronald McDonald House Charities, visit rmhc-centralohio.org or call 614-CARS-HELP. That's 614-CARS-HELP.
We're your radio home for the Buckeyes, Browns, and all the NFL games you can handle. We may have a bit of a football problem. Oh, yeah. The Fan Ohio sports destination. Scotty Vegas is still offering player props at his kids' soccer games. This is On the Money.
Sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Welcome back to On the Money, 97.1 The Fan. I am Dave Biddle, joined by Scotty Vegas, producer Isaiah Jacob at the controls. And we're going to head out to the phone lines and check in with our friend Derek Longmire from Problem Gambling Network of Ohio. Derek, welcome to the show. How you doing this morning?
Great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, my first question, so short of don't gamble at all, which is what my mom tells me, what is your advice for people who enjoy betting on sports? I always say, listen, if you're trying to pay your bills via sports gaming, seek help. What's your advice for people who enjoy sports betting?
Well, I think that's good advice. And really, from our perspective, gambling is legal activity for those who are 21 plus. So it's really important just to set those limits of both dollars spent as well as time spent. And if you can set those limits and stick to them, then you should be in pretty good shape.
Now, Derek, it's been a few years now since Ohio legalized sports gambling, and we know how huge it is, all the platforms that are available, a lot of different avenues, a lot of different ways. We've seen some sports betting scandals in professional sports over the last couple of years, too. Talk to me a little bit about what you see as far as the sports gambling world and kind of what we've seen as far as changes since some of the different scandals that have come out.
Yeah, sports betting has really led to more calls to the Ohio Problem Gambling Helpline, more individuals seeking help online through searches for like Gambling Help Ohio, and then certainly more calls to our office to get some of that support. So we saw a pretty big influx of calls right when sports betting launched, and then in the summer it tends to die down a little bit, and then once we come back with football in the fall, then it continues to spike and carries through March Madness.
I tell people, Derek, like, listen, if you have some trepidation, again, don't bet at all would be your best move. If you want to get involved, you can bet $1 on a game. You can bet $5. I'm not sure enough people understand that. Now, you're not going to ever win any life-changing money doing that, but you're never going to lose anything that's going to affect your life. So people can bet $1 or $5. I just like reminding people about that.
Yeah, and I think it's really important to be mindful of the odds, and the sports books continue to make money every week, and that's not because everybody else is winning. So just really being aware of the fact that if you want to add a little bit more excitement to a game, put a few dollars down, then that can kind of help with that. But the goal should be excitement and skin in the game, and not trying to make money, because odds are not in your favor there.
Derek Longmire from the Problem Gambling Network of Ohio joins us here. And this is the sports gambler's Christmas, right? It is Super Bowl Sunday. And so you see a lot of people out there doing prop bets and bets for the big game. One of the things that I wanted to bring up is what are the warning signs that people should look for if you're starting to see a potential gambling disorder, and also if you are starting to see those warning signs, where can people seek help?
Yeah, for the individual, really asking yourself, is this still fun? And as we look at betting, it should be a fun social activity. And if it's no longer fun, that's a big warning sign there. For the loved ones, just being really good listeners. They seem to be super preoccupied with gambling, or if they're trying to win back their losses, those are big warning signs there. So things to be aware of. For either the individual or that loved one that wants to get some additional support, we have amazing resources available in Ohio. First place to start out is the Ohio Problem Gambling Helpline. That number, 800-589-9966. Or if you don't want to make a phone call and talk to a person, you can also visit gamblinghelpohio.org. A lot of time we think those resources are just focused on counseling, and while individual and group counseling are things that are available, it's also important to be mindful of other resources like Gamblers Anonymous and our partnership with GamFin to really address the financial impact.
And Derek, one of the things now we've seen with the legalization is we're seeing 39 different states now have legalized sports gambling. And a big reason why they did that was honestly to get the tax dollars, right? We were seeing so many gambling going offshore, right? Going to these offshore sites, and the states are like, well, all the money is then going out of our state. So I am curious, from your perspective, what is Ohio doing with the tax dollars that's generated from sports gambling?
Well, for sports gambling, there's 2% that's set aside for the Problem Sports Gambling Fund, and that's going to help resources like GamFin that I mentioned for financial literacy. It also helps support the Ohio Gambling Telehealth Network, which is providing counseling, both individual counseling, group counseling, available to anyone in the state, and that's the first time that's been available nationally to have that free resource that's available. So really looking at the needs for Ohioans and trying to make those best fit connections. Another opportunity is through a Gambian. So you can ban yourself from any of the online sports betting apps that are both legal or some of the illegal sites as well through that service. So really trying to think of all the ways that people might want to access help, recognizing that the road to recovery looks different for everyone, and trying to find a variety of resources to help fit needs.
He is Derek Longmire from Problem Gambling Network of Ohio. Derek, thank you very much for your time and your insights. Enjoy Super Bowl Sunday, my friend.
My pleasure. You as well.
Thank you. Great stuff from Derek there. Yeah, and it's important. Like I said, my mom always tells me, she's like, no drinking and no gambling. I'm like, well, Mom, at one point we had a beer sponsor for the show. I'm like, well, Mom, I do a gambling show on radio that's sponsored by a beer company. So you're over 2 there. You should have done a better job. But no, I think it's important. Like I seriously do tell people, listen, you don't have to be betting like $100 to be a part of this. I think people are like, oh, I kind of want to do it, but I'm afraid I'm going to lose a lot of money. Don't bet a lot of money. Now, are you going to win anything you're going to be bragging to your friends about? No, but if you want a little skin in the game, you can bet $5. You can bet $10. You bet $20. Then it's fun. Then you're not going to win anything that's going to change your life, but you're not going to have to have a tough conversation with your spouse about why you can't pay your bills this month. So, yeah, go slow. You can bet $1 if you want to.
And the key, Dave, and the reason we're doing this on Super Bowl Sunday, too, is it's important, right? It's important to get out there because there are a lot of people that struggle with the gambling addiction. And the reason why I think it's so important is we want people to know that there's a way to get some help. But for us, you and I, it's a huge part of our lives. We love to do it, but we're very careful with how we do it, right? And so we make sure that we do it within our means, within a number that makes sense to us. And the other thing is, I've learned this over the years. When I first started gambling on sports, I would get so angry at certain outcomes. Right? If you had a loss or a bad beat, it'd be something that would like drive you crazy for the rest of the day. You could be in a terrible mood. You don't want to throw things. You'd be all angry. And now I think one thing that I've found is you're going to lose a lot. Like you're going to lose some bets, and it's how you deal with when you lose the bets. Like, all right, I lost a bet. On to the next one. I mean, as corny as it sounds, it's like, okay, all right, this one's done.
Next man up.
Here we go.
That next man up mentality.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seriously. And you better be enjoying when you win. If you're one of these people that like wants to like go on like, a criminal spree when you lose because you're so mad, but like when you win, you're like, oh, okay, that was cool. Like enjoy the wins. And we have a rule here. Don't complain when you win that you should have bet more.
Yes.
There's plenty of time to complain when you lose bets. When you win bets, just enjoy it.
Yes. Yeah, that's so well said. And I've had big wins where, in the past where it'd be like, okay, what can I throw it all in on now? And
how can I now lose this?
And instead, my recommendation, if you get a sizable win, take it all out immediately. Take every penny of it out immediately, withdraw from the account, enjoy it, and then get back in when you're ready to do it. Because otherwise, you're going to start like, oh, I just won $500. Now I'm going to start putting $100 on a game instead of $5 or $10 or $25 on a game. No, keep those same amounts that you're comfortable with even after big wins.
You and I have talked about this. Like you had a big win, like, and you were thinking, I might get myself just buy my own golf cart because you live right down the road from like your golf course. I'm like, really? I'm like, and you thought better of it. Like, I'm not going to do it. But like the first thing you think of, oh, I had a big win. I'm going to go buy like a jet ski. Really? Where are you going to use the jet ski at? Like around my neighborhood? That'd be ridiculous for me to buy a jet ski. Yeah, maybe if I lived on Lake Erie or something, it'd be cool.
Well, and what's going to be fun for us today at the casino? We're all going to be out there. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to eat. We're going to enjoy a lot of the great foods out there, but we're going to sprinkle around a lot of different fun prop bets.
Yes.
And it doesn't even really generally matter us sitting at the table how much we have on these. We root hard for them, like for each other, no matter what they are. Whether it's a $5 to win $10 and we want this thing to happen, we still go crazy. Or if it's $100 to win $300, a crazy parlay, we still go crazy. So you can still get that same enjoyment and excitement out of it no matter what amount you're putting on it.
And Scotty and I are going to be out there. We're going to do a digital show. It's going to be on our YouTube page, 971 The Fan YouTube. We're going to do a digital show along with Noah Kirk and Justin Schmoosh from the sportsbook there, the two of the three directors. I think Noah's the main director and Justin's right under him, right?
Yep.
They do a great job over there. So we're going to have a digital show from about 5 to 5:40. Then we're going to have a watch party for the Super Bowl. We're going to throw out little mini footballs with players' names on it. And if that player scores a touchdown, you come up, you get a prize. We're also going to have a heads and tails contest at halftime. And until we did it a couple weeks ago, I didn't realize how intense and cool a heads and tails contest
it was
would be.
Crazy, wasn't
so we're
it?
gonna have fun. Then you can win free prizes there, and there's some really good free prizes.
And guess what? I'm getting the steak, I'm getting the nachos, I'm getting the wings. I'm going all out today. Like I am all in for Super Bowl food day.
And you got your belt?
Yes. Oh yeah, we're gonna do the big Hollywood fan belt.
Yeah,
award.
You won that from our NFL. Was that it was our college
football playoff? Yeah,
college football playoff. Yeah, nice job. All right, what are some of the biggest bets on the Super Bowl today? We're gonna take a look at that next on The Money.
We have so many local shows, I can't fit them in a 10-second promo. So let's just say we're live and local all damn day. The Fan.
I wish I'd gotten treated for my erectile dysfunction sooner. Men, I hear this all the time from our patients. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if ED is a problem in your life, resolve to get it treated today and stop having it affect you and the one you love. ED is simply a medical condition, and it's fully treatable. And at Tri-State Men's Health, we have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, which means if you're like most guys, your ED will be a thing of the past. In fact, you could be having great sex within a day or two of your first appointment, and you'll likely find you're performing like you haven't in a long time. It's the new year. Resolve to get your ED treated and change your life. Call us at Tri-State Men's Health. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654.
or go to tristatemenshealth.com. That's tristatemenshealth.com. We have 2 convenient locations in the area to serve you in Hilliard and Westerville.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment?
On any 4-tire purchase.
And Michelin's up to $100 off?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Michelin's and save up to $100 more. See store for details.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on the team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up. You get early payout on parlays, too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply.
Hi, I'm Maria, salon owner. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic, made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
Could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right. So we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
This Valentine's Day, create a space that feels warm and welcoming with help from Menards. Whether it's a small refresh or a big project, Menards has the tools and materials you need. Build something together and make your home a place you both love coming back to. Don't forget the sweets for your sweetheart. Get a 6-ounce bag of Russell Stover chocolate candies for $3.99 now through February 14th. Save big money and finish your projects together at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. T-Bone and Tyvis.
Are you and Bob Marley related since you're both Jamaican?
No, me and Usain Bolt is.
Oh. That's also a... Who would win in a race? Don't even ask. No. Why don't you ask that?
T-Bone and Tyvis.
Weekday mornings at 6.
The Fan.
At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
The savings are so good at Great Lakes. But have you seen our inventory? With over 1,000 new Hyundais to choose from, there's no need to settle at glakeshyundai.com. Find a new Palisade with the exact options you need, or a new Tucson in that color you have been seeing around town. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with Hyundai Assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile coverage. At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings and selection are so good.
This is Pause Before You Play, and it's time for more game day picks from local sports fans. You're on the air. Who you got?
Actually, I'm not betting, just chilling and watching the game.
I know that move. A pause. Sounds like you've got a winning strategy.
Exactly. After I set limits and recognized the risk, I knew it was time to stop.
Now that is responsible betting, folks. Sports are fast. Betting shouldn't be. Make a plan at pausebeforeyouplay.org. That's pausebeforeyouplay.org.
Common Man here for Worthington Jewelers. I'm with the boss, Bob Capace, and his boss, Teresa Capace. Bob, Valentine's Day's around the corner. Did you get something for the lovely Mrs. Capace?
We're not doing presents for each other this year.
Since when?
Uh-oh, Bobby. Sounds like you're in the doghouse.
Don't make the same mistake I made. Let Worthington Jewelers get your special someone the best Valentine's surprise.
Worthington Jewelers, located on High Street in Worthington. WorthingtonJewelers.com.
Where Columbus gets engaged.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Ohio Heating and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Dave Biddle named his own dog Parlay. This is On the Money.
Sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
So many fun Super Bowl notes to go over with this one, including one that affects Cleveland Browns fans. I'll get to that in just a second. So on March 1st, the Patriots were 125-1 to win the Super Bowl. 125-1 a year ago. They got as low as 66-1 around June 1st, and then they entered the season at 80-1, and the Seahawks started the season at 60-1 to win the Super Bowl. So this is what you would call the long shot Super Bowl. If you had Biff's Almanac, and before the season, you saw that this was it was going to be a Seattle-New England Super Bowl. This matchup, odds-wise, was actually 1,000-1 to happen. Again, the only way you predict this would be with Biff's Almanac, because when you think back to it, it's like AFC, you're thinking, oh, Chiefs. You're thinking Bills. You're thinking Ravens. You're even thinking, okay, Cincinnati's got a healthy Joe Burrow coming into the year. And nope, it is the New England Patriots that get there. And how it comes back to the Cleveland Browns. So I mentioned at this point last year, the New England Patriots were 125-1 to win the Super Bowl. Well, guess what? I went and I looked at odds for next year's Super Bowl. Who's sitting there right now at 125-1? It's the Cleveland Browns. So there you go.
Jump on it right now.
So jump on it. But I will tell you, the Raiders are also 125-1. So one of those teams is going to the Super Bowl next year, based on what we saw this year.
That'll be your AFC Championship game for sure.
Yeah. How about that? And what Mike Vrabel has done. And again, you take a 3-14 team from last year, a team that nobody thought anything about heading into the year, in a tough division where you've got the Buffalo Bills in it, and people were even talking a little bit about the Miami Dolphins and stuff coming into the year. And for him to do it, he has been so good as an underdog coach. In fact, he has been one of the best, most profitable underdog coaches of the last 20 years. He is actually 31-32 straight up as an underdog, and that's incredible to think about.
It really is. I love how the people are interacting on our YouTube page. Get on our YouTube page if you'd like to. 971 The Fan YouTube. We have a very vibrant chat in there. Chimdi Check Burner is in there. Chimdi Check he's saying Kyle Williams. He's saying plus 1,500 for a Kyle Williams touchdown. He's a big Patriots fan. He watches every Patriots game. He said that's too good to pass up. Plus 1,500 for a Kyle Williams touchdown. You're getting some long shot odds. Scotty, let's take a look at where the money is going across our great nation. All right, the most money, these are as far as prop bets on the Super Bowl. The most money, this is where the most money is going. First quarter, both teams to score. That's tons of money on that one.
First quarter,
both
that.
Teams to score. First half, any score in the final 2 minutes. That's a popular one. Defensive and special teams, under 6 total sacks. I don't know why they put special teams in there. I probably don't have sacks on special. Well, I guess you technically could. If there's a fake. Another one. Neither team to attempt a 2-point conversion. Not even make it. Neither team to attempt a 2-point conversion is a popular bet. These are how much money is on it. Let's take a look at some of the ones, like just the most bets, period. First quarter, both teams to score. It's another one. These are just most bets, not necessarily most money, but the most bets across the United States. First half, Seahawks margin of victory, 7 to 9 points. That's a popular one. Defensive special teams, either team to score a defensive or special teams touchdown. A lot of people think there's going to be a defensive or special teams touchdown. You're probably getting some good plus money there. So those are some of the interesting ones. As far as like the exotic props, I usually stay away from these. One that's very popular is the Golden Gate Bridge will be shown before Alcatraz. That's the most popular as far as like the most money on exotic props. The next one, coin toss, lands on heads because you're getting plus money with heads because tails never fails.
Well, okay, so we've got a lot of entertainment, and props come with the entertainment around the Super Bowl. So you've got Green Day performing before the Super Bowl, which I'll be honest, I'm pretty excited for.
So am I. I love some Green Day.
Yes.
Me three.
My wife got us kicked out of a Green Day concert years and years and years ago in Pittsburgh.
What did she do?
I'll tell you another time.
Let's not incriminate her live on the air. Sorry.
Yeah. So but I absolutely love that, and I'm excited for that. And there's a lot of different props out there, including what is going to be the first Green Day song played, and you have a theory on this.
I think it's going to be like When I Come Around, because the betting favorite is American Idiot.
Yeah.
Now, any other time I would put that on Green Day. I think maybe at the Super Bowl, They're not going to lead off with American Idiot. I'm kind of surprised. Watch them do it now. And that's the betting favorite. And then you're getting plus 600 odds. It's not like the second best odds is When I Come Around. That's like down the list a little bit. I don't think Longview is going to be the first one they play, given what that song's about. You got a few other ones. I think When I Come Around kind of feels like a good leadoff song for Green Day pregame Super Bowl. What do you think?
That makes sense. Or Basket Case.
Case would be my number 2.
What do you think, Isaiah?
The first song that I think of when I think of Green Day is Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Now, I don't know if you lead off the Super Bowl with Boulevard of Broken Dreams. That's a tough lead there for the biggest game of the year.
That's on the list. I think that's plus 800. But yeah, I agree. You're not going to lead off with American Idiot. Probably. It is. You never know. And you're probably not going to lead out with Boulevard of Broken Dreams, right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Basket Case would be my number 2. You're getting plus 300 odds with Basket Case. I like the plus 600 value if you like Mel Kiper. I like the upside value here. You know, he's a guy from Maryland out there. No, but you get plus 600 for When I Come Around. I like that one.
One thing that we need to make sure of, because we're doing our digital show at 5 o'clock, and for our digital show, we're going to be a selection committee, and we are going to be talking about the biggest props for the Super Bowl, and then we're also going to talk about which side and the over-under and how the money is flowing at the casino and all that good stuff. One thing we got to make sure of is that we are locked in and ready to go early, because people love to see that coin toss, heads or tails. I'll be honest, I never understood why anybody bet it. It's one of the most popular prop bets. However, you've got to pay minus 105 juice on calling a 50-50 proposition. Like, it is literally 100% 50-50, right? So why are you paying minus 105 for a 50-50 prop?
By the way, guys, so it's even money for Green Day to play American Idiot as their first song. Even money. It's the betting favorite. And I was talking about like where the most money's going. Well, as far as any pregame bet, American Idiot to be Green Day's first song is where the most money is going of any pregame bet. So people are pretty much convinced they're going to come out there with American Idiot. I like the value on plus 600 with When I Come Around. Where are you at on that, Scotty?
Yeah, so
the important Super Bowl bets here. What's Green Day going to play for their first song?
I know. I'm really excited to watch it. However, of course, I won't be placing a bet on it, but I'm kind of with you. Like, I could also to me, Basket Case is probably the one I would guess. And then When I Come Around as number 2. Boulevard of Broken Dreams, it has to be played. Holiday,
it could be a good one. Yeah, American Idiot is they think Green Day's going to come out there and play American Idiot. Oh man, obviously I could see them doing it. It's the betting favorite for a reason. It's probably insider trading, like a lot of these prediction markets. You know,
Wake Me Up When September Ends.
Probably not. Nice work, Isaiah. Yeah, I like this. What do you? And I know you're a big Bad Bunny fan, so I know you're going to be looking forward to the halftime show. I like the people that are like, "Yeah, couldn't we have an American?" It's like, he is an American. Puerto Rico's part of the United States. Yeah, I really don't know much about like Bad Bunny songs, but I know that he is extremely popular.
I know the over/under on number of songs is 10.
Well, that's a lot of songs. All right. Well, the first hour of the show is in the books. Please stick around for the second hour for a couple of segments of Scotty Doesn't Know and much more. This is On the Money.
Takes, no dancing, plenty of stupid. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Holiday shopping is fun, but those credit card balances aren't merry. Transfer them to a new Kemba Visa and enjoy 0% APR for 18 months on balances transferred in the first 90 days. Apply at Kemba.org and put more of your money toward debt, not interest. Offer ends March 31st, 2026. Restrictions apply. Variable rate product. Equal opportunity lender.
I'm Yolanda Harris. I'm a journalist at 10 TV News. I grew up here, and after 25 years of telling this community's stories, this place still means so much to me. When I'm not in the newsroom, I'm usually out supporting the same people and causes I care deeply about. I don't just report about our community, I belong to it. What happens here affects us all, and that's why we care so deeply about getting it right. And when local journalism is done right, it doesn't sit still. It moves. It moves you to act, to verify, to volunteer, to speak up or lend a hand. It moves your mind by challenging assumptions and offering new perspectives. It moves you forward by giving you the information to make decisions and thrive where you live. And yes, it moves your heart through the kind of human storytelling that stays with you wherever you are. And at 10 TV, we're here for all of it. These are the stories that move Central Ohio.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Sometimes a girl in my class doesn't bring anything to eat for lunch.
The truth is, in America, 1 in 5 kids worry about their next meal.
I want everybody to have yummy food.
So do we. That's why Kroger donates surplus fresh food from our shelves to your local food bank. We've provided over 3.5 billion meals through our Zero Hunger, Zero Waste plan. Visit Kroger.com to see how you can help fight hunger and waste in our community.
Because nobody should have an empty tummy.
The biggest football party of the year is at Hollywood Casino Columbus on Sunday, February 8th at the Sportsbook. I'm Scotty Vegas, and the party gets started at 5 with a special prop show with tons of betting advice and prizes. Enter, win a helmet signed by a 7-time champion. It's the party everyone's talking about. Space is limited. The Sportsbook has massive screens, so reserve your spot at HollywoodColumbus.com. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Columbus, you hungry? Good thing Uber Eats has a great deal waiting for you at El Vaquero. From now until March 31st, get a buy one quesadilla deal, get one free on the app. Order now, only on Uber Eats. Terms apply. See app for details.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Isaiah Jacob. Super Bowl 60 kicks off at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California tonight at 6:30. Mike Vrabel and the New England Patriots face Sam Darnold and the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks enter as a 4.5-point favorite. OSU Hoops looks to make a huge upset happen today as they face off against second-ranked Michigan at home. The Buckeyes are a 9.5-point underdog at 1 p.m. Last night, the Cavs got a win against Sacramento, 132-126. James Harden made his Cleveland debut and dropped 23 points and 8 assists. And then last night in college basketball, another court-storming controversy as Duke coach John Shire said he had staff members that got punched in the face as North Carolina fans stormed the court to celebrate a North Carolina upset over 4th-ranked Duke, prompting UNC athletic director Bubba Cunningham to publicly apologize. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Some people golf on Sunday mornings. Some people place bets on the people playing golf on Sunday mornings. This is On the Money.
Sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Welcome back to On the Money, 97.1 The Fan. I am Dave Biddle, joined by Scott Prokop. We, of course, like to call him Scotty Vegas. We have producer Isaiah Jacob at the controls. And right about now, it is time for the Parlay Party. Hit it, Isaiah. All right, Parlay Party is where we celebrate anything we want to celebrate. Could be a nice parlay that we hit. Could be the fact it's Super Bowl Sunday. Scotty Vegas, what are you celebrating this morning?
Oh, I'm celebrating the fact that this next hour is going to be so much fun on this radio show. We have got a heck of an hour planned, including a couple Scotty Doesn't Know food edition wise. I can't wait for that. I'm also really pumped for this OSU basketball game at 1 o'clock today. I could be very angry at about 3 o'clock, but hopefully I'm going to be very happy at 3 o'clock. Ohio State taking on Michigan. Ohio State is a 10.5-point underdog, but this is an opportunity for me. This is a no-lose opportunity. You got Michigan, who's a national championship contender, coming into the shot. You have the opportunity to get that signature win for Ohio State, something that this team needs in order to try and be a tournament team this year. I'm excited about this 1 o'clock game for sure. And then, guys, I can't wait till my butt is in the casino at 5 o'clock today. We're hosting a digital show. It's going to be a blast. We are going to be doing a lot of different things on that digital show, including giving out prizes, a heads and tails contest, and we're also going to be talking about different props and different sides on the Super Bowl to take with our friends from Hollywood Casino Columbus. You can still join us out there today for the party, for the Super Bowl. 5 o'clock is when we're going to be starting our festivities, but get there early. Tables are going to be full. The food is going to be amazing. The drinks are going to be great. Can't wait till my butt's in that casino, Dave.
Yeah, that's definitely one of mine. I love our Super Sunday parties over there and doing shows over there. And this will be our fourth. I know you've been to the Super Bowl at the casino for the last 12 years, but this will be our fourth straight year for On the Money.
Yeah.
Going out there, doing a live show out there, and also having a watch party for the game itself. It's going to be a lot of fun. Maybe I'll drag you into the poker room. Every time we go out there, like, Scotty, this is the time we're going to play poker. We're going to go to the actual poker room, or we're going to play blackjack. Super Bowl Sunday is maybe not the time to do that. One of my friends and I, as you know, we tried to do that during Super Bowl Sunday a couple years ago. We were like on a 2-hour wait.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing is, to be honest with you, I'm going to be locked into the waste management.
I know. You guys, how are you doing, by the way, with that?
Got some parlays alive.
Okay, good.
Got some things happening.
So definitely looking forward to everything that we're going to be doing at Hollywood Casino and just watching the Super Bowl, everything that goes along with that. And the last thing before I kick it to Isaiah, guys, I'm celebrating that we're going to have the warmest 41 degrees ever in the history of the world on Tuesday. Oh. That is going to feel like it's like tropical. Like you're going to want to go tanning. You're going to want to go swimming, definitely golfing. 41 degrees on Tuesday is going to feel like it's like 85. Isaiah, what are you celebrating?
I'm celebrating, I can't believe I'm saying this, I'm celebrating the Patriots going to the Super Bowl for the sole reason that it shows how easily you can turn around an NFL team. Mike Vrabel and the Patriots went from 4-13 last year to 14-3 this season. We've seen it over and over again a couple of years ago with the Commanders and Jaden Daniels. Before that, it was the Texans and C.J. Stroud. Even the Jaguars this year with Trevor Lawrence turning it around. And so that gives me some hope that if you just buy into your team, get the right quarterback, at some point in time, my Browns are going to go from 1-15 to 15-1.
The Bengals did it too.
They did.
And it was year 2 of Zach Taylor. Or it was year 3 actually of Zach Taylor. Burrow, it was year 2 of Burrow. So it wasn't like right away. But yeah, they went from just absolute dreck to making the Super Bowl. I know the NFL, I mean, you get the right coach and the right, as you said, right coach, right quarterback in the NFL, you can flip it around immediately. You can pull an Indiana Hoosiers.
And to be honest with you, I didn't expect Drake May to necessarily be a great NFL quarterback. Like, it's so funny because, especially in the first round, it feels like it's 50-50 whether the quarterbacks pan out. And to be honest with you, out of college, I'm like, I mean, he put up big stats at North Carolina, but North Carolina never really did anything special while he was there. And so I'm like, I don't know how successful he'll be. Credit Vrabel. Like, I really, you got to give McDaniels and Vrabel a ton of credit for this turnaround, because it is one of the coolest things. And one of the cool things about the NFL is you can pull around those upsets or turn around those seasons. In fact, Isaiah, I told you that last year at this time, New England was 125-1 to win the Super Bowl. I mean, that's incredible to think about, that you have that big of a long shot. Think about it, because Indiana was 100-1 before the season started to win the college football national championship. And at this time last year, New England was 125-1. We're seeing long shots come through in football.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. All right, Super Bowl betting. It's holding steady. Seahawks favored by 4.5. I like the Seahawks to cover. I think we're in for a good game. I don't think they're going to blow them out. We got 2 really good defenses. I think Kenneth Walker is another. I really like his over-under of, I like going over for combined rushing receiving yards for Kenneth Walker. It's right around 95, because with Charbonnet out, he's the bell cow, period. Like, and I think Kenneth Walker, it's one that I like. I'm on a lot of overs. Maybe I should take some unders too. Like a lot of them, I'm over on Preivew, over on Kenneth Walker, over on JSN. It's like there's only so many yards to go around. Calm down. But I do like the Seahawks covering that spread. I feel like they're going to win this game by 7 or more.
Yeah. Do you kind of feel like you could even ladder it a little bit, thinking that there's a chance Seattle could win this thing going away? With the offensive talent they have and the defense they have, do you kind of think, okay, maybe I could move this to Seattle minus 6.5, get extra value, or move this to Seattle minus 9.5 and kind of get a little bit? Because it wouldn't shock me if we see Seattle win this game by 2 touchdowns or more. Like, it would not surprise me at all.
Yeah, and you look at it, I mean, like, how would we rank the best teams in the NFL this year? Like, right now you have Seahawks number 1, right? And I think, again, we're just saying, like, most talented team. I would put the Rams number 2. So I don't even think this is like 1 versus 2. Yep. I mean, it is, but you know what I mean? And frankly, I do not think the Patriots would have beat the Broncos if Bo Nix was healthy. I don't think they would have beat the Broncos if Sean Payton would have kicked a field goal to go up 10-0, even with Jarrett Stidham at quarterback. So you look at the Patriots, great story. We love Vrabel, we love Trey, we love Thayer, and it's going to be really cool if those guys are able to win a Super Bowl. But you're looking at, I put like the Patriots like around 4th, maybe 5th in the end as far as the best teams, you know. And Seahawks I'd put number 1. And I just think they have, again, not a huge advantage by any means. This is going to be a good game in my opinion. But, yeah, I like the Seahawks to cover.
That's a really good point. Like, if let's say we were college football voters and we were doing a top 25, and we're just doing it on eye test, and we've got, several different teams that we are ranking in the top 25, and it's the NFL teams. I'm honestly not even sure New England's in my top 5. Like all the credit to them as far as what they've accomplished this year. People talked about their schedule. This is a New England team that's averaged 18 points per game in the playoffs. C.J. Stroud had a really awful game.
Yes, he did.
Against New England. And so New England kind of survived that game. Then you talk about going up, against a backup quarterback in the AFC Championship game. I'm not sure if even eye test wise, New England would be a top 5 NFL team for me.
I'd have to put them in the top 5 because I would have to go. We're assuming Bo Nix was healthy. Everybody's healthy. Where would you have them at? Because, again, I don't think – again, they almost didn't beat the Broncos with Jarrett Stidham. I think with Bo Nix, the Broncos are a better team. So I would go Seahawks, Rams, Broncos, then probably Patriots.
Would you? Okay.
There's probably somebody in the NFC I'm forgetting who's like – I know the Bears are really good. There are some other teams, but – yeah, I mean, that's what I mean, though. It's not like I'm saying the Patriots are like this. Oh, they're like the 12th best team. I still think they're like the 4th, maybe 5th best, but like Seahawks are 1. I feel like there's a little bit of a gap there.
Isaiah,
I think it's hard to grade them because they're like anti-fun. Like they're not like an electric team to watch because their defense is good. They run the ball with Drake May, and they kind of just grind out wins, which in the NFL, all the games are always so close that when you're winning the games 13-10, like that's not going to be nearly as much fun as Seattle putting up 40 points against the San Francisco 49ers. And so in my mind, until you play that team, until we see the Seahawks and Pats go head-to-head tonight, I feel like that'll be the true test of how good they actually are, because if they can slow down Sam Darnold and that offense, then they're not a fun team, but they're a gritty team that can win games. It's either going to be that or they're going to get crushed. They're going to win either 17-14 or they're going to lose like 31-17.
And that's why I'm kind of interested in the latter bet and taking a little bit of Seattle -9.5, -13.5 to see if the blowout does come and happen. One of the things I talked to my guy from Dream Seats last night, Jamie, and he's out at the Super Bowl, and he was talking about the tickets for the game. And initially, after the conference championship games, Super Bowl tickets, the get-in price was $7,000. $7,000 a ticket to get into the Super Bowl. It's come down. It's come down to now it's about $4,000.
Oh, we should have went.
To get into the game, it's about $4,000. But it had me thinking, because also the get-in price for the Indiana National Championship game against Miami was also about $4,000. It had me thinking, though, as far as events that your team is not participating in, what is the number one sporting event you guys would want to go to? So I'm not counting Ohio State in a bowl game or a national championship game or anything like that. Not one of our teams.
Yeah, it can't be like the Reds in Game 7 of the World Series.
Can't be the Blue Jackets. Gotcha. Can't be one of our teams. It's just a sporting event. And I'm throwing out, like, we've got the Olympics going on. Maybe going to an Olympic game.
World Cup.
Maybe going to the World Cup is on the list.
Yeah.
Maybe going to a tournament, an NCAA tournament game that's not your team.
Wimbledon, maybe
Wimbledon, maybe the Masters.
There you go.
There's so many to choose from. What's the one that you're like, okay, I want to go to? It could be the Super Bowl. It could be the Super Bowl without your Bengals in it.
That would be it for me. And I know I almost said it's too corporate, but like I've never been to a Super Bowl. I would like to go to one, and I know it's too corporate, but it'd still be cool to like go to one Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know, I know that's like an astronomical price to pay because $4,000 to get in. Those aren't $4,000 for good seats. Those are $4,000 for nosebleed seats. But I think it'd be really cool to go to one Super Bowl. I think because football is my favorite sport. I've covered many national championship games in college. I've never been to a Super Bowl. That would be it for me.
Yeah, for me, That'd be top 5. I think number 1 for me would be the Masters. I would love to go to the Masters. I would also, as you said, go to Wimbledon. That would also be very, very high on my list. Then probably Super Bowl. And then I really want to go to like a Georgia, Alabama, one of those big time SEC football games.
So not Alabama anymore.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I guess whatever enormous SEC game, but it would have to be maybe in Baton Rouge because I'd love to Baton Rouge night game against an elite team.
Oh, Georgia at LSU. That
Something
would be
like
good.
that.
Yeah.
What about you, Isaiah?
One of my favorite events to go to is the Indy 500. I'm not like a race guy, but the event is so cool. Like, it's the biggest spectacle in racing, and just being there, it's humongous. So that makes me want to go to the Kentucky Derby because I think similarly, Derby, I'm not a big horse racing guy, but I throw money on it every single year. I think it'd be electric to be there for like the most fun minute in all of sports.
Yeah.
And then the other one too that I think based off like atmosphere alone that would be really cool is the NBA Finals. It'd be really awesome. Like Game 7 NBA Finals will be a lot of fun just because the atmosphere is so electric.
All right, you ready for this? Up next is Scotty Doesn't Know. This is On the Money.
We used to have a billboard with our host's face on it, but only ugly people work here now.
You mama say you ugly, hey!
The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on the team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up. You get early payout on parlays, too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment?
On any 4-tire purchase.
And Michelin's up to $100 off?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Michelin's and save up to $100 more. See store for details.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here from my friends at High Bank Distillery Co. It's well known. High Bank is my go-to when I want an award-winning whiskey, but did you also know that they make the best vodka in America? They have 3 incredible spots here in Central Ohio where the food is just as good as what's in the glass. They've got something for everyone. And get this, kids eat half off every Monday. So whether you're sipping on the best vodka in America or simply grabbing a meal with family and friends, High Bank delivers every time. Find a location and a menu at highbankco.com. Dine, drink, distill at High Bank.
Your mornings are jam-packed. So if you're going to add anything, make it your favorite bite from Tim Hortons. Buy any size beverage and add a daily baked donut for $1, a tasty bagel for $2, or a freshly cracked hot breakfast sandwich for just $3. It's the best way to add more to your morning. The 1-2-3 menu, only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer in restaurant. Tax extra exclusions and terms apply at timhortons.com/offer-terms.
Ah, college. A time to broaden the mind, question, learn. A time to challenge the status quo. And eat a ridiculous amount of pizza, which you can buy with your Huntington Bank debit card with the Ohio State University logo. Huntington Bank is proud to be the official consumer bank of The Ohio State University and the unofficial bank of pizza. Let's go Bucks! Let's get more for money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome.
At St. Jude, every innovation we make is a moment we give to children with cancer everywhere. But we can't do it without you.
Learn more at stjude.org.
All your favorite fan shows are on YouTube, along with those fake YouTube ads like Chew This Gum and It Grows New Teeth. Experience the splendor of Bo sitting in his closet, Timmy Hall's gouty gold chains, and Matty Ice wearing a coat in 90-degree weather. It's all there. Head to YouTube and subscribe today. Get Eco.
Aaron, when we say same-day furnace installation, what does that mean exactly?
It means if you call us in the dead of winter because your furnace has died, we will install a new furnace the same day.
Get Eco.
So by same day, you mean like the next day, but within 24 hours?
No, Jerry, the same day you call.
How can we do that? Do we really have furnace techs just sitting here waiting for emergency calls?
Yes.
And we have a whole warehouse full of different furnaces, so we'll have one ready to go no matter what you need?
Yes.
And we have extra trucks in the fleet, just parked and ready to be loaded at a moment's notice?
Yes.
How do we do that?
Jerry, how could we not do that? If your heat goes out in the middle of winter, that's an emergency. So we'll be there the day you call.
Get Eco.
We should install a pole the guys can slide down, like firefighters.
No, Jerry, and please don't suggest that in front of the team.
Get Eco.
GetEco.com.
This is Pause Before You Play, and it's time for more game day picks from local sports fans. You're on the air. Who you got?
Actually, I'm not betting, just chilling and watching the game.
I know that move. A pause. Sounds like you've got a winning strategy.
Exactly. After I set limits and recognized the risk, I knew it was time to stop.
Now that is responsible betting, folks. Sports are fast. Betting shouldn't be. Make a plan at pausebeforeyouplay.org. That's pausebeforeyouplay.org.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
The savings are so good at Great Lakes. But have you seen our inventory? With over 1,000 new Hyundais to choose from, there's no need to settle at glakeshyundai.com. Find a new Palisade with the exact options you need, or a new Tucson in that color you have been seeing around town. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with Hyundai Assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile coverage. At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings and selection are so good.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A few light snow showers possible, especially southwest of Columbus, with little accumulation expected. Warm into the mid-20s this afternoon with a mix of clouds and sun. Single-digit lows again Monday morning, but sunshine will bring us right around the freezing mark during the afternoon. And then on Tuesday, more sunshine and more warmth with highs in the mid-40s. I'm meteorologist Mike Joyce on 97.1 The Fan.
Question from a listener: do you dopes ever get tired of talking about Ohio State? No. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
The Fan. Scotty Vegas can't even pronounce most of the names of the tennis players he bets on. He doesn't care as long as they win. You're listening to On the Money.
Sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Welcome back to On the Money, 97.1 The Fan. Dave Biddle, Scotty Vegas, Isaiah Jacob. And right about now, it's time for our favorite segment. It's Scotty Doesn't Know. Hit it. All right, here we go.
I don't even know how I could cheat at this.
Second best thing about Super Bowl Sunday, maybe the best thing, is the food at Super Bowl parties or at Hollywood Casino with the great food there. All right, now I'm taking desserts off the table, no pun intended. I'm taking like full meals off the table. Like I saw some people like baby back ribs. No, we're not talking. These are mostly appetizers. Now, something like pizza is different because you can just have a slice of pizza. So that is on the list. All right, these are the top 30 most popular food dishes at Super Bowl parties in the United States. This is per my friend Google Gemini 3.
Okay.
AI, my go-to AI, Google Gemini 3. All right, Scott, what is the most popular food to serve at Super Bowl parties?
Well, I know Scotty like wingy. I think America like wingy. Is it chicken wings?
Nailed it. Numero uno, you got it. All right. Okay. Dos, what is the second most popular?
I feel like we got to go nachos.
You're close, but no.
Okay. You know what I do believe that people love on Super Bowl Sunday? A good buffalo chicken dip.
Also on the list, but no. All right,
pizza.
Yes. Okay. I was just about to say, I just mentioned it not too long ago. Okay, yeah. Number 3. You might or might not have just mentioned this one. This is the third most popular.
Nachos.
Yes.
Okay.
That's beef or chicken, because there's going to be other things that are similar to that. We're talking about nachos, like beef or chicken, cheese, onions, jalapeno, all that stuff. It's got to be like, not necessarily loaded, but like nachos. At least have like, anyway, because there's other stuff that's going to be dips or have chips in them.
Before we go on, do you prefer your nachos with beef or chicken?
Beef. I like ground beef.
I love the ground beef.
You should know this.
I do know that. We get those at the casino about 6 times a year.
Yeah, and I'll get some extra ground beef on the side too. Throw them on there. All right, next up, what's number 4?
I do love that the one time we didn't get the ground beef, you ended up getting a huge bowl of it.
That was fantastic.
A pound and a half of just
that was great
ground beef in a bowl for you.
Taco meat. Oh yeah, that's great. All right, next up, this is I'll give you a hint. This is like a general category, like it's just take a guess.
I think I'm going to go potato skins.
No, I thought you almost had it. I'll just tell you, it's chips, and I bunched up like potato chips, corn chips, Doritos. So nothing. You could dip some of those things, but like just regular chips is the 4th most popular. All right, 5th. You mentioned this one earlier.
Buffalo chicken.
No, that is on there, and that's popular. But another one that you mentioned.
Oh, potato skins.
Think mini
egg rolls.
No. You mentioned it earlier.
I don't remember anything.
Okay, think even though this is not what they're talking about. Think White Castle.
Oh, sliders.
Sliders is number 5.
Okay.
All right, number 6. This is not one you've mentioned yet.
Okay.
Number 6. Think
appetizer or actual meal?
It's an appetizer.
Pretzels.
No. Think
popcorn?
No. Popcorn's not on the list at all, which surprised me. Think south of the border. Think south.
Just like a regular taco?
Mini tacos, taquitos, and quesadillas. So like
quesadillas.
So like those little quesadillas, those mini tacos, taquitos, all that I just bunched in, any of that stuff. All right, next one. Number 7. What's the most popular?
Have I mentioned it before or no?
No, but you almost did I don't know how close you were. You thought about doing a podcast where you went around and tried these types of things.
Yes, Scotty on subs.
Yes. Subs, a sandwich tray, like Subway party trays, Jersey Mike's, whatever.
I still think we should do that podcast.
I do too. All right,
Scotty on subs.
Here we go with this is a run on dips. There's 3 straight, and one of them you've mentioned a lot.
Buffalo chicken.
Yes, buffalo chicken is 8th. All right, 9th. Again, think south of the border here.
Dip. Tex-Mex dip? Like a nacho cheese, or we're talking salsa?
No.
Salsa.
Think Chipotle. I think they have I love it there. I had some last night. Guac dip. All right, one more dip. Again, a little south of the border flavor for you.
Salsa.
Queso. Salsa's way down on the list. All right.
Really?
Yeah, this is why we're doing 2 segments of this. All right, next. We're down. Okay, we've done the top 10. Again, chicken wings, pizza, nachos, chips, sliders, taquitos, mini tacos, quesadillas was 6th. Sandwich tray, Subway party trays, subs, whatever. Buffalo chicken dip, guac dip, queso dip. That's your top 10. All right, next 2. All right, think for these next 2, they're different, but they're similar. So think Idaho. What's number 11?
Okay, potato skins. Finally with the potato skins.
They're a little deeper than I thought. No. This is something that used to be just little kids would eat, but now everything. I mean, it's just
something with potato.
Little kids. I got it.
Little kids, potato.
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes. No one eats mashed potatoes.
Something that basically is just like little kid. Now, like adults love. I love them. Tots. And the next one's pretty similar. Also, Idaho is your
French fries.
Yeah, loaded fries is next. All right, 13th. We got a couple more here before we take a break. Next up, what do you want to think about here? Think.
I feel like hot dogs have got to be on there.
Wow.
Is that it?
Count it. Pigs in a blanket. Pigs in a blanket. Now, if you're doing
way too low.
If you're doing pigs, exactly. If you're doing pigs in a blanket, do you guys like the croissant? Oh, yes. Aren't they so good?
I'll be honest with you. I'm not a big pig in the blanket guy.
All right, so we've done the top 13. Okay, what is the 14th most popular dish served at Super Bowl parties in the United States? You've mentioned this one a couple times. They have a real big version of this at the casino.
Pretzel.
But this one is a what? Soft
pretzel.
Right, soft
the
pretzel.
size of your head. And when I say that, I actually mean 2 heads. It'd be you and I, our heads together would be about 1 casino pretzel.
They call it the Coliseum. It's about as big as the Coliseum.
And don't they have like little different flavors like cinnamon and what else do they put on those pretzels?
You mean like the dips?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's obviously
the honey
cheese.
mustard.
Yeah, there's the honey mustard. There's cheese. And I think there was something that
there was
I was
a
like.
Cinnamon glaze or whatever.
Yeah. All right. One more before we take a break. All right. Again, this is I'm putting 2 that are very similar in the same category here because they're the same. Food from an ocean. That's your
Oh.
That's your hint.
I'm going to go with a shrimp cocktail.
Nice. Shrimp cocktail or popcorn shrimp. That's exactly right.
I love a shrimp cocktail.
I know,
Me too.
that's so good.
Do you like it like extra spicy
Yes.
with the horseradish?
Oh, like you're at St. Elmo?
Oh, completely clears
So
out the
good.
noses.
So good.
Noses?
Yeah, I love
The
shrimp
nose.
cocktail. All right, we're going to take a 2-minute break, then it's more Scotty Doesn't Know. This is On the Money.
Why does it matter to members that Aetna was named a Best Medicare Advantage company by U.S. News and World Report? Because they chose a plan that gives them real support, real people, and real care. We show up with care management that ensures doctors work together on complicated conditions. We show up with the latest in online tools to make healthcare easier to use anytime. We don't show up for awards. We show up for you. And showing up for you is how healthier happens together.
It's Timmy Hall and Common Man for Hollywood Casino Columbus, and all month long, there's so much money to win.
You can win $1 million instantly, plus every week there's multiple ways to score big Penn Cash prizes.
And new members who sign up for the Penn Play app can win up to $2,026 in Penn Cash.
And you see the brunch items they still have at the
I
Sportsbook
seen 'em.
restaurant? Biscoff stuffed French toast, country Benedict.
Plus, on March 6th, we got Muay Thai and Championship Boxing tickets available on Ticketmaster.
Oh, Muay Thai.
Muay Thai.
Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Would you enjoy watching a football game if the officials were paid a bonus for every flag they threw? Or a basketball game where the refs got paid for every foul they called? Okay, how about hiring a furnace and AC company that pays its technicians by the number of parts they can sell you? Hi, this is Dennis, president of Care Heating and Cooling, and today, this is how many companies operate. They call it performance pay, and it rewards technicians by paying them more for billing you more. Why is this bad? Because it abuses your trust in a technician to be treated fairly and honestly. At Care, we've been family-owned for 31 years and have always paid our technicians by the hour for repairs. We'll show you exactly what needs to be fixed and why, and give you our low upfront cost before we start. And unlike other companies, our technicians will never be rewarded for throwing more flags. Our Central Ohio-based staff is here for you 7 days a week. Care Heating and Cooling. Book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com or call us at 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
Matty Ice has a large tattoo on his calf of LeBron eating a lion. I have nothing else to say. Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays from noon to 3.
The Fan. If you can't find something to bet on, you're not trying hard enough. You're listening to On the Money.
Sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Welcome back to On the Money. Dave Biddle, Scotty Vegas, Isaiah Jacob. We are continuing Scotty Doesn't Know. These are the 30 most popular food dishes served at Super Bowl parties in the United States. We went through the top 15. We're going to do 16 through 30 now. All right. What is the 16th most popular food to serve at Super Bowl parties, Scotty? It's one that you've mentioned a few times.
And you said it's a dip.
It's a dip.
So I'm going to go with like a ranch, some kind of ranch dip.
No.
Right? Oh. Salsa.
Salsa. Yes.
All right.
Is it salsa or is it salsa? Yeah, salsa. Nice work there. All right. Next one. Let's see. Geez, this is something like almost everybody loves.
Mozzarella sticks.
That's deeper. I was surprised that wasn't. I was surprised that
You
wasn't.
don't love them?
I was surprised that wasn't.
No,
a
I
little
do
higher.
love them, but it's wrong.
Okay.
Let's see. What's your?
We don't have enough cheese so far on this list. We need like some kind of.
Yeah, there you go. And maybe
Oh,
something.
it is?
Maybe something that goes with cheese. Maybe some type of pasta that goes with cheese.
Mac and cheese. Mac and cheese bites.
Mac and cheese, and that would be part of it. Okay, the next one. Okay, again, think somewhat. This is an American thing, I think, but definitely the main ingredient is south of the border. It's an appetizer. It's a relatively popular. I haven't had one in a long time. I don't know how popular it is, but
Wait,
it's 18th on our list.
I know it.
Yeah.
Jalapeno popper.
Nailed it. All
Yes,
right.
I love jalapenos.
Next, I know you do. You'll just go to like a Mexican. Just give me like fried jalapenos. I'm like, damn.
Just
a
straight
a whole
jalapenos
plate.
fried.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
I've seen it happen. All right, the next one. I really like this one. Think toothpicks. It's your dish.
I'm thinking just like you're putting a block of cheese on a toothpick.
No.
All right.
You might like these on a sub. You might like these with
onions,
spaghetti, but these are smaller ones.
Meatballs. Oh,
Meatballs with toothpicks.
Kind of
All right.
surprised that's not a little higher on this list.
I know. I was a little offended that that's only 19th. All right, we're up to 20th. This is one you've mentioned many times that I agree probably should be higher.
This has got to be where my potato skins
Potato
are.
skins.
Finally, potato
Bam.
skins.
I know. What are we doing here? Like, how's that? I don't know if Google Gemini messed that up. All right, next one. This is one I'm not a huge fan of. That doesn't have meat in it, but it's a dip.
It's a dip without
rather large.
meat.
Rather, I guess you could put dip in them. I don't think they do with this. Maybe there's bacon in it. I think there's bacon in it, which is, if you're going to have meat, bacon's a pretty good one to have. There's a lot of
chili.
So it's a lot involved. Keep that one in mind for in the near future. But no, it's a dip.
It's a dip with no meat, maybe some bacon, baked beans.
No. It's many, as Kramer would say, level. No, it's not levels, but different layers to it. There's different layers to this dip.
Like a Tex-Mex dip?
Like a 7-layer dip.
Oh.
7-layer dip.
That's a dumb one. If that's ahead of mozzarella sticks, we got a problem.
And there's others that I can't believe it's ahead of. 7-layer dip. Yeah. And that does have bacon in it, right?
Where's
Am I getting that
chicken
right?
fingers, by the way?
Chicken fingers?
What? Yeah, is that on the list?
Well, we did chicken wings. We did chicken wings.
You think?
I would bracket that. I mean, wings was number one.
I think if you go to a restaurant, it's on the appetizer list.
I would bracket chicken wings and chicken tenders as one. Just like I did shrimp cocktail and popcorn shrimp as one. All right, up next, you've mentioned this one. This is our one soup, if you will.
Chili.
Yes. All right, up next is a dip. Think this is a really good one. I don't know. This should actually be higher because I can't remember not loving this particular dip. Again, think one of our ocean creatures here. A dip.
A dip from our ocean.
Yes.
We already did shrimp cocktail.
You know that, I mean, not the dip version. You know I really
lobster bisque.
Really like this. No, it's not a soup. You know I really like this particular type of oceanic.
Crab cakes. Crab dip.
Crab dip. Crab dip. Crab cakes would be good. That would go quickly. All right, the next one is a dip. This involves your hint is Popeye the Sailor Man.
Spinach and artichoke.
You nailed it.
Which again, if that is ahead of mozzarella sticks.
What's 25th?
Mozzarella sticks.
Yes. That should be higher.
Stupid list.
That should be higher. Here's another one I think should be higher. I love these. My wife makes great ones. 26 is what? It's not a meat, but it is a popular, part of this is a popular topping on pizza. But this is just its own thing. It's a popular topping on pizza. It's not
some
a
kind
meat.
of pepperoni.
Not a meat.
Oh. Mushroom.
Sausage.
It's got a mushroom?
Ham. Yes. Mushrooms. What kind of mushrooms, though? Maybe you
sauteed mushroom.
Maybe do you dunk the mushrooms? You
fried mushrooms.
Send it in, Jerome. No.
Stuff them. You stuff them, Scotty.
Stuffed mushrooms. Thank you.
Stuffed mushrooms.
Okay, the next one. This is one that I don't know if I've seen this at Super Bowl parties, but I love it. Like
onion rings.
That'd be a good one, but that's not
Where
on
are
here.
onion rings at? I didn't even think of onion rings.
I
Where
know.
are they at?
That should be
Stuffed
on there.
mushrooms on the list, but we don't have onion rings.
You don't like stuffed mushrooms?
No.
Oh, they're really good. I got to bring some. My wife makes great ones. I got to bring some in for you. Here's one that I typically get at like holiday parties, like Thanksgiving and Christmas parties. I don't know if I remember seeing this at a Super Bowl party, but I definitely like these. This is a breakfast food that's enhanced. Let's put it that way. An enhanced.
Eggs Benedict.
Close enough. Let's give it to him. Deviled eggs. Deviled eggs. We're down.
I love.
We're down.
That doesn't seem like a Super Bowl.
I was kind of surprised that was. There's 3 more. Okay, this next one is the one. If I'm at the Super Bowl party, I probably wouldn't touch. It's
calamari.
No, I love calamari. I'm kind of joking, but like, this is one for somebody who might be really watching what they eat. You know, trying not to just eat meat and cheese and stuffed mushrooms and fries.
Salad.
Close enough. We'll give you. It's a veggie tray. Veggie tray. That's one of the ones where it's like if there's just guys at the party. That's the one that's going to get barely touched. The chicken wings are going to be gone immediately.
I will do celery with my chicken wings.
Oh, of course.
But no, on the veggie tray.
All right. Next one. There's 2 left. You can get them in whatever order. The next one is one of them is similar to the one I just mentioned, but it's not a veggie tray. It's also somewhat healthy though. Maybe not as healthy.
It's a fruit tray.
Yeah, fruit salad. And then there's one left.
Okay. Give me a hint.
Your hint is Your hint is Planters.
Peanuts.
Yeah, mixed nuts. You did pretty good there. There you go. Those are your top 30 foods at Super Bowl parties.
We are missing some things.
Oh, yeah.
Onion rings off the top of my dome.
Yes.
Cheese curds, another one of my favorites that were not listed anywhere on the list.
I hear you, but I would have bracketed that with mozzarella sticks.
I guess
Because like
that's
some of
close.
these I did like take some artistic
liberties.
That's what I was looking for. Like taquitos, mini tacos, quesadillas were one, category. I had chips as one category, so potato chips, corn chips, Doritos, stuff like that. Shrimp cocktail, popcorn shrimp. Good job, Scotty.
Now that we have the 30 most popular, here's what we need to do. We need to determine our menu. Like, what is going to be? We're going to be at the Super Bowl party at the casino. What is going to be sitting at our table?
So chicken wings.
Chicken wings for sure. And I'm gonna get a little bit of like ranch sauce with that.
I'm gonna skip over number 2, pizza. I have enough pizza.
I'm not doing
They have good pizza at the casino, but not nachos for sure for me.
Nachos.
That's number 3 on the list. Give me some nachos. All right.
And then I think I might finish out with dessert with brownies.
There you go.
That's my Super Bowl.
Brownies and chocolate chip cookies. There's a lot of popular like desserts. I just decided to take those off the table because we'd have to do 3 segments. I might need some sliders to wash all of that down. I know. I'm
Isaiah.
How to get fatter. Follow my diet.
Isaiah, what's on your Super Bowl menu?
I like sliders a lot. I think when sliders are good, they're really, really good. So I'd probably rock like sliders, give me some chicken wings, and then I'm probably leaning like probably mozzarella sticks. Get some cheese in there. Cheese curds. I like the cheese.
I haven't had a mozzarella stick in a really long time. Let's change that today.
We got an air fryer. We're like last people in the world to have an air fryer. My wife got one a couple months ago, so we've been making a lot of stuff like mozzarella sticks. One that I love, and I mentioned this was on the list, and I think it's underrated, crab dip. I've never had crab dip. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. It's fantastic. Are you guys, I have an reasonable love for crab, especially crab legs. It's not the same thing. But
I will never forget. I'm going to tell this story real quick. I will never forget. We were doing the home run derby watch party, and we did a Ken Griffey Jr. video game home run derby. And we're at the casino, and we get there really early, right? The home run derby is not till like 8 o'clock. We get there at 5:30 maybe. And so, hey, Dave, let's sit down. Let's order food. Let's do the all-you-can-eat crab legs. And it's serious at the casino. Like, they give you a bib. They give you a big old tray of butter with a candle underneath that butter. And
you even get like some corn on the cob. They really go all out.
I'm not kidding you. Yeah, they corn on the cob, all that stuff. I'm not kidding you. The party started at 8 o'clock. We started at 5:30. I kept looking over there, and I'm like, Dave, we got to start doing stuff. And he's still eating crab legs at about 8:30. 3 hours straight
and the
of
irony here is
crab legs.
Typically I can't eat like a lot. Like, I'm not a good guy to go to a buffet. I'm not going to get my money's worth, or typically all you can eat. I'm not good with that. As you know, I don't really eat like a lot at one sitting. For some reason, crab legs, I can just sit there and just eat those forever. I love crab legs.
Can I tell you, I think that you probably had over under 300 crab legs that day.
Under.
I mean, they lost money on you.
Under. No, because I tipped well.
Can we get this guy a table or some bets or something? Is he here to gamble or eat? What's going on here?
Hey, and they even made a promotional video out of it.
They did?
They got their money back and then some.
That's true.
They
did.
True.
You were a great model for them
for how
going
to do it.
forward.
Bam. Because some people, it can be a little tricky, if you haven't done it a million times in your life.
We even did our own little video of this is how you open up the crab legs.
That's what I mean. They did the promotional video. They actually put that on their website.
They had to figure out some way. Like, we're losing so much money on this guy. Let's make a promo, I guess. How to eat crab legs.
I remember our fan team member, Josh, was like, I'm pretty sure that Dave was drunk on butter because he had so much crab legs and butter. He was walking out with a big full tummy. He wasn't walking straight, and you weren't drinking. You were eating. There was no time to drink with butter.
Yeah, there was no time to drink. There was just crab legs, crab legs, and they do it every summer. They'll do it like their crab legs. They're all you can eat crab legs. I highly recommend that.
Josh was like, yeah, he is gonna have a rough night on that toilet.
No, I mean, crab legs don't do that to me. I don't know, not to get too graphic here. All right, up next, we're going to do our draft of our favorite Super Bowl bets. This is On the Money.
We're the girthy girthiest radio station in the history of radio. Uncomfortably girthy. This promo is uncomfortable. The Fan, Ohio's girth destination.
Are you tired of running out of space? Check out Menard's self-storage facility. Menard Self-Storage offers the most convenient and secure self-storage in the area. Options include features like 24/7 access, video surveillance, and on-site management. Menards has warehouse units at the best prices in the area, and your first month is free. They're going quickly, so reserve yours now at menardselfstorage.com. Unit and offer details may vary by facility.
Save big money at Menards. At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
The savings are so good at Great Lakes. But have you seen our inventory? With over 1,000 new Hyundais to choose from, there's no need to settle at glakeshyundai.com. Find a new Palisade with the exact options you need, or a new Tucson in that color you have been seeing around town. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with Hyundai Assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile coverage. At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings and selection are so good.
Enjoy more ways to save at Kroger, like low prices in every aisle. And you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the Kroger app. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. So it's always easy to save big. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply. See site for details.
Right now, save on USDA Choice T-Bone steaks or Private Selection Angus Top Sirloin steaks. Just $8.99 a pound with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
My advisor at Plant Moran Wealth Management knows my definition of wealthy. Restoring classic cars. You tinker under the hood, put the keys in the ignition, and then the moment of truth. There's nothing like it.
You have your own personal definition of wealthy. Plant Moran Wealth Management knows it takes a personal approach to get you there. Experience the difference with Plant Moran Wealth Management. Book a consultation today.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on the team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up. You get early payout on parlays, too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply.
Disasters strike, fires, hurricanes, earthquakes. Direct Relief delivers. No politics, no red tape. Direct Relief is a lifeline to people in crisis. So check them out at directrelief.org. And if you can, donate.
It's Super Bowl 60. And since we're the official radio home of the Super Bowl, we can say the word Super Bowl and not big game. So we're going to say Super Bowl a lot. Seahawks and Patriots in the Super Bowl. Coverage starts Sunday at 4 on The Fan.
Hey there, friends. It's Bo Bishop here. You've heard me talk about High Bank's award-winning spirits, but let's talk about the food. High Bank delivers incredible meals and handcrafted cocktails in a space that works for every part of your week. Start with happy hour, drinks with friends, come back for brunch worth planning your weekend around, then stay for dinner. And get this, kids eat half off every Monday. Great food, award-winning drinks, a reason to come back time and time again. Make a reservation today at a location near you at highbankco.com. Dine, drink, distill at High Bank.
Your mornings are jam-packed. So if you're going to add anything, make it your favorite bite from Tim Hortons. Buy any size beverage and add a daily baked donut for $1, a tasty bagel for $2, or a freshly cracked hot breakfast sandwich for just $3. It's the best way to add more to your morning. The 1-2-3 menu, only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer in restaurant. Tax extra exclusions and terms apply at timhortons.com/offer-terms.
Get Eco.
Aaron, when we say same-day furnace installation, what does that mean exactly?
It means if you call us in the dead of winter because your furnace has died, we will install a new furnace the same day.
Get Eco.
So by same day, you mean like the next day, but within 24 hours?
No, Jerry, the same day you call.
How can we do that? Do we really have furnace techs just sitting here waiting for emergency calls?
Yes.
And we have a whole warehouse full of different furnaces, so we'll have one ready to go no matter what you need?
Yes.
And we have extra trucks in the fleet, just parked and ready to be loaded at a moment's notice?
Yes.
How do we do that?
Jerry, how could we not do that? If your heat goes out in the middle of winter, that's an emergency. So we'll be there the day you call.
Get Eco.
We should install a pole the guys can slide down, like firefighters.
No, Jerry, and please don't suggest that in front of the team.
Get Eco.
GetEco.com.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. And now back to a show featuring two dudes who've been kicked out of their homes by angry wives. This pretty much sums up every show we have here on The Fan. You're listening to On the Money.
Sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
We just did about a half hour on Super Bowl foods, so let's spend about the next 5 or 6 minutes on how we can help make you money on the Super Bowl. We're going to do our Super Bowl draft, betting draft here in just a second. But we mentioned this is a long shot Super Bowl where before the season started, Seattle was 60-1 to win the Super Bowl and New England was 80-1 to win the Super Bowl. So it got us thinking, who's the long shot team for next year to maybe sprinkle a little bit on and kind of get a little bit of value on right now. And I'm taking a team from the NFC, and my reasoning behind it, I'm taking the Carolina Panthers. They're 80-1. They were a playoff team this year. I know they got in despite not having a good record because they won the division. But that's part of the reason why I like the value on them. One, it feels like maybe they've got the quarterback situation figured out with Bryce Young. They got a really good young wide receiver. They're in a very bad division that's very gettable, and they've got a good defense. So kind of couple all those things together. I think at 80-1, there might be a decent value on Carolina being the team that makes the big jump next year. And look, they were a playoff team this year. So getting them at 80-1, look, I wouldn't expect them to win it, but maybe a little sprinkle. Dave, who's that team for you?
Yeah, I'm trying to look at it like if I was just an outsider looking in, because this is going to be like Homer City, if you know me. I'm going to go with the Bengals coming off a 6-11 season because, you know, that defense was just historically bad, and I think they're going to go all in on trying to improve the defense. I mean, you have Jamar Chase and T. Higgins going around at Super Bowl, Radio Row saying, hey, get us Max Crosby and get us this guy. But I do think they're going to spend a decent amount of money. They've got a lot of cap room on defense, and even the offensive line has come around for the Bengals. We know, Joe Burrow and the receivers. Chase Brown stepped up as a running back, coming off a 6-11 season, and there's some disarray in the AFC North. I mean, not that I'm thrilled that Zach Taylor's the last man standing, but it is interesting. The Bengals are the only team that didn't change head coaches in the division. The Ravens, I mean, maybe Jesse Minter will end up being like an upgrade over John Harbaugh. I need to see that first. I think if anything, that might be a downgrade. The Ravens will still be very good. The Steelers, I'm not sure if Mike McCarthy, it's his third job. And I know he's a Pittsburgh guy. I'm not sure if that's an upgrade over Mike Tomlin. We shall see. They still have quarterback issues. The Browns with Monken, we'll see if that was an upgrade over Stefanski or not. I like the Bengals' chances. Again, I wouldn't put a lot of money on it, but as far as a team that was like, didn't have a good year, 6-11 this past year, I think they're going to make the playoffs. And if you make the playoffs with Joe Burrow, you got a chance.
It's draft time. We're trying to make money for you on the Super Bowl. And here's the deal. Each of us is going to come up with 3 different Super Bowl bets to make. I'll go first. I'm going to say Seattle minus 9.5. And that gets you plus 175 on the value. Again, I like Seattle today. I think there's a chance that they win this game going away. So I'm going to take Seattle minus 9.5 at plus 175.
I like that. My first one is, and these are bets that I've already made, by the way, and I will make again when I get to the casino at the kiosk. I really like Preivew Henderson over 27.5 combined rushing and receiving yards. Now, if you haven't been watching the playoffs, you just knew about Trey at Ohio State, maybe during the regular season as a rookie, you're like, wait a minute. Over under 27.5. Is that for the first half? That's for the game. It's because Trey got banged up toward the end of the regular season, was still a little banged up, even though he's playing in the playoffs. Only got 3 touches in the AFC Championship game. But now, with 2 weeks off, and that AFC Championship game was interesting. Bad weather. Teams couldn't move the ball. I think Vrabel and Mike McDaniels just decided, listen, we're just going to run the ball with Stevenson. I think Preivew, and again, it's like you're one good run, one reception from Preivew away from hitting that over. So I like the over of 27.5 receiving yards plus rushing yards for Preivew Henderson.
One of the ones that I like is JSN most receiving yards in the game is at minus 170. And even at minus 170, I think that's great odds because there's just not a world where I see it being anyone else. Like, could I imagine it being Stephon Diggs or Hunter Henry at like the next best odds, and they were at like plus 800. And so at this point, I'll probably tease that with something else. But JSN at minus 170 feels like one of the easiest ones of the day.
Yeah, that one makes sense to me. And like I said, if I like Seattle minus 9.5 as my first one, I actually like Kenneth Walker, 90 yards or more, and that's plus 205. Again, not a lot of competition for him now. He's the guy who's going to get a majority of the carries. I like him at 90 yards or more, and you're getting more than 2-1 on that.
And that's just rushing, right?
Just rushing.
And I know he doesn't catch a lot of passes, but now, I mean, listen, like his combined, I believe, is 98.5 rushing and receiving yards. That's one I might jump on. But the one I am going to jump on, looking at the Seahawks, Jason Myers, first point of the game, plus 330. Here's my rationale there. The Seahawks do kick a lot of field goals, and they don't go for it on, fourth down from inside, the red zone very often. They lead the NFL with 17 field goals of 35 yards and in. So if they get down there, they're a team that likes to take the points and rely on their defense. So I think if they get down there, they're not going to be one of these teams that goes for it on fourth down a crazy amount. They've proven they're not. So I got Jason Myers, and you're getting good value there. If he kicks a field goal to get that first point of the game, points really, plus 330, I like the value there.
My next one, I'm with you, Scotty, on Kenneth Walker. I think that my bet on this one is going to be him getting 2+ touchdowns at plus 320. The reason I love this, too, is there's no chance if Seattle ends up inside the 5-yard line, do you really think they're going to throw a slant or are they going to get the ball to K9? They're going to run the ball. And so there's no chance they aren't going to give him a couple touchdowns today. I think he's locked in for 2, and at plus 320, that's pretty good odds.
Yeah, I was looking at that one as well. I had that one written down, but since you took it, it's now off the board. I'm going to go under 4.5 points scored in the first quarter. I think you're going to have a little bit of jitters from both teams. You have really good defenses. I could see this one staying under the total of 4.5 in the first quarter, and that gets you plus 225. So good value on that as well.
There's an kickoff for a touchdown on the opening kickoff.
That would suck.
You're going to be throwing things at the screen. All right, I'm going to go JSN. I'm going to kick it up so I get some plus money. I'm going to go JSN 100 or more receiving yards. It's really his over-under is more like 93.5. It was 91.5. I'll kick that up to 100 or more. Then you're getting plus money. You're getting plus 120 on Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with 100 or more receiving yards.
My final one, this is also my favorite one, and this is Drake May having 5+ rushing yards in every single quarter. You can grab that at plus 500 odds if you go to the game specials rushing, because his over-under on the odds is 35.5. If he can get 5 yards every quarter, it's plus 500. So for me, that they've been running Drake May like crazy. I think Seattle's probably going to force him to run the ball a lot, and so 5 yards a quarter is nothing. That's one rush a quarter, essentially. And so I'm rolling with that one.
I like that. I might tell you on that one. Yeah, so as we said earlier, if you missed it, Scotty and I are going to be at Hollywood Casino. After we watch Ohio State men's basketball team hopefully get a nice upset victory over Michigan, we're going to be at Hollywood Casino all afternoon, all evening. We're going to have a live digital show. You can watch it on our YouTube page, 971 The Fan YouTube page. That's going to be from 5 to 5:40. Then we're going to have a watch party for the Super Bowl where you can win really cool prizes. What are some of those prizes the good people can win, Scotty?
Yeah, we're going to actually have Ohio State floor tickets versus Purdue basketball tickets. We're also, from our friends, we are going to have a autographed helmet from Signature Sports Breaks, and we don't know what that helmet's going to be. We're going to do it during a heads tails contest, but somebody's going to be opening up a box. It could be Joe Montana, it could be Justin Fields. You don't know who it's going to be, but you got a chance to win it.
That is our show for today. Thank you very much for joining us. For Scotty Vegas and Isaiah Jacob, I am Dave Biddle. Again, come out to Hollywood Casino for our live digital show and our Super Bowl watch party this evening. Up next is Fan Sports Sunday with Cole Bartemus and Joshua Perry. This has been On the Money.
There's nothing Bo Bishop can't do well, except find competent co-hosts. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.